11th, 2026. Elon Musk confidently takes the stage. He just announced his newest project. It is called Macrohard. It is a project meant to destroy Microsoft. He also calls it Digital Optimus. It combines Tesla's hardware with xAI's software. The live crowd cheers loudly. The internet goes absolutely wild with speculation. But in a Delaware courtroom, lawyers are celebrating harder. Why are they so happy? Because Musk just made a fatal mistake. He bragged loudly about this new AI. He accidentally handed Tesla shareholders exactly what they needed. He gave them a smoking gun. It is the perfect evidence for a massive lawsuit, one that could strip his $250 billion empire. To understand how the richest man trapped himself, rewind. We must look at the secret Anthropic ban. We must examine the grueling 19-hour workdays, and we must expose a $500 million hardware heist. Section 1. The Macrohard Illusion. The Macrohard initiative actually started as a juvenile joke. In 2021, Musk tweeted a silly pun. He claimed Macrohard was greater than Microsoft. Nobody took it seriously at the time. Fast forward to August 2025. xAI formally filed a trademark for the exact term. This elevated a simple meme into a multi-billion-dollar strategy. The ultimate goal was to dismantle Microsoft's enterprise dominance. Musk wanted to automate complex white-collar digital labor. He needed a system to emulate entire software companies. This system relies on a revolutionary dual-process architecture. It is heavily inspired by human cognitive psychology. It splits thinking into two distinct parts. System 2 acts as the strategic brain. In this case, that brain is xAI's Grok. Grok handles all high-level reasoning and long-term planning. It dictates abstract instructions from massive cloud servers. System 1 acts as the instinctive hands. This is Tesla's incredibly cheap AI-4 chip. It executes the physical mouse and keyboard actions. It processes real-time computer screen video instantly. Legacy automation tools rely on reading brittle website code. If a website updates its layout, old tools break. Digital Optimus simply looks at the screen dynamically. It identifies buttons and text fields using computer vision. It moves the mouse with sub-50 millisecond latency. This localized edge computing bypasses massive cloud computational costs. It poses a direct threat to the massive SaaS model. Why pay for Salesforce if AI does it natively? Why hire accountants if AI can click through spreadsheets? This cross-platform synergy seemed completely impenetrable. Musk publicly asserted no other company could do this. He claimed only he had the hardware and the software. The physical manufacturing perfectly matched the digital scale. It sounded like an absolute technological triumph. It seemed like the future of human labor was over. But behind closed doors, a very different story unfolded. The foundations of this new empire were already cracking, and the people building it were running for the exits. Section 2. The Talent Hemorrhage. Despite billions in funding, xAI was failing internally. They could not maintain parity with industry market leaders. Anthropic and OpenAI were releasing vastly superior coding assistants. xAI struggled to produce reliable enterprise-grade software. Their AI agents were glitchy and practically unusable. This lack of competitiveness triggered massive internal frustration. Heavyweight co-founders began walking right out the door. Legends like Zhihong Dai abandoned the project entirely. Only 2 of the original 11 founders remained. The institutional knowledge of the company was vanishing rapidly. To compensate, the work culture became incredibly grueling. Software engineer Giri Kunkoro boasted online about a 19-hour shift. He logged off at 5:30 a.m. feeling completely alive. This sparked massive online debates about extreme corporate burnout. It mirrored the highly stressful conditions of early Tesla. The pressure to deliver Macrohard reached a dangerous boiling point. Management implemented draconian employee tracking measures to force productivity. They used a proprietary tracker, literally named Starfleet. Employees openly revolted against the aggressive daily surveillance. One leaked message called it manipulation masked as culture. The talent bleed accelerated at an unprecedented and alarming rate. Musk hired Toby Pollan to lead the Macrohard project. Pollan was a highly respected former DeepMind artificial intelligence researcher. He was supposed to be the ultimate savior. He abruptly resigned a mere 16 days later. This immediate defection signaled a deeply compromised internal architecture. Over 20 dedicated engineers abandoned the division shortly after. Then came the most humiliating moment in xAI history. xAI engineers were secretly using a direct competitor's product. They used Anthropic's Claude models to write Grok's code. They used an app called Cursor to hide it. Anthropic discovered this severe violation of their terms. They immediately banned the xAI engineering accounts. Co-founder Tony Wu sent a desperate internal email. He admitted the ban would destroy their daily productivity. The company aiming to automate the software industry failed. They could not even build AI without their biggest rival. Musk realized his private startup was in absolute freefall. He desperately needed a massive lifeline to save his vision. Section 3. The internal bailout. Musk publicly admitted the harsh reality of the situation. He declared xAI was not built right initially. He said it was being rebuilt from the foundations up. To execute this, he utilized his broader corporate empire. He embedded senior executives from SpaceX and Tesla. They evaluated remaining researchers and orchestrated an aggressive reorganization. SpaceX then acquired xAI in an unprecedented all-stock transaction. The deal valued the combined aerospace entity at $1 trillion. It effectively sheltered xAI under the massive SpaceX umbrella. This centralized Musk's financial power and strategic corporate leverage. But the hiring funnel was still completely broken. Musk and his HR executive resorted to desperate tactics. They literally begged previously rejected candidates to return. Musk issued a highly public apology to overlooked talent. He promised a total overhaul of the broken hiring pipeline. He then executed a fractional acquisition of the startup Cursor. He aggressively poached their top product engineers using massive payouts. He needed Andrew Milich to salvage Grok's coding capabilities. In January 2026, Tesla's board approved a massive move. They invested $2 billion directly into xAI. Musk defended this massive capital injection as a strategic partnership. He claimed it was necessary to accelerate Tesla's autonomy. This cross-pollination seemed like a genius survival tactic. He cannibalized his own successful companies to prop up xAI. He treated his distinct corporations as a singular ecosystem. He moved money and people around like chess pieces. But public companies have very strict governance laws. You cannot simply treat public funds like a personal piggy bank. This aggressive resource sharing caught the attention of powerful investors. They watched him drain Tesla to save his private company, and one specific hardware diversion ignited a massive legal firestorm. Section 4. The $500 million heist. The NVIDIA H100 Tensor Core GPU is highly coveted. It is the absolute lifeblood of modern AI development. You cannot train an AI model without these chips. Tesla desperately needed them for their internal supercomputer projects. They placed massive orders to build out the Texas Gigafactory. But in December 2023, Elon Musk personally intervened. He redirected approximately 12,000 of these highly constrained GPUs. He took them from Tesla and gave them to X. These chips had an estimated market value of $500 million. This diversion directly delayed Tesla's internal deployment timeline. Musk publicly claimed Tesla lacked the physical factory space. He said they had no place to put the hardware yet, but leaked internal NVIDIA emails told a very different story. NVIDIA engineers noted this conflicted with Tesla's stated forecasting. Musk promised 85,000 active chips during a public earnings call. The actual NVIDIA bookings raised massive internal corporate alarms. He was deliberately starving Tesla of the engineering prowess required. He also transferred premier AI talent like Ethan Knight away. Knight was the absolute chief of Tesla's computer vision team. He was moved directly to the private xAI payroll. Major Tesla retail whales grew incredibly frustrated with this plunder. Billionaire Leo Kogwan was one of the largest individual shareholders. He publicly blasted Musk for abandoning Tesla entirely. He purchased $180 million of NVIDIA stock instead. He loudly announced he lost all faith in Musk's divided attention. The institutional investors were watching this plunder very closely too. They realized Musk was enriching his private portfolio continuously. He was using Tesla's assets to build his own personal wealth. They realized he was essentially stealing from the company store, and they decided it was finally time to spring a trap. Section 5. The Delaware Trap. In June 2024, the legal hammer finally dropped hard. The Cleveland Bakers and Teamsters Pension Fund filed suit. They launched a derivative lawsuit in the Delaware Chancery Court. They leveled allegations of brazen disloyalty against Elon Musk. They accused the Tesla board of entirely abandoning oversight duties. The entire legal argument relies on the corporate opportunity doctrine. This is a very strict rule for corporate executives. A controlling executive cannot divert a lucrative business opportunity. You cannot take public wins for private financial gain. The plaintiffs argue AI development is a core Tesla corporate opportunity. Musk frequently reinforces this exact point publicly on X. He constantly states Tesla is an AI and robotics company. He routinely calls it the biggest AI project on Earth. The lawsuit details the staggering degree of resource plundering. It highlights the $500 million hardware heist explicitly. It documents the aggressive talent poaching of key engineers. To defend himself, Musk's legal team created a fictional narrative. They argued that xAI and Tesla do not actually compete. They framed xAI as a harmless general-purpose language model laboratory. They claimed Tesla focused purely on automotive physical autonomy. If the companies do not compete, there is technically no theft. This was a very delicate and carefully constructed legal shield. It required keeping the two entities seemingly distinct and entirely separate. The survival of his $250 billion empire depended on it. But Musk has a notorious habit of seeking the spotlight constantly. He desperately needed a massive victory lap for his struggling startup. He wanted to show the world that Macrohard was real. Which brings us directly back to that fatal March 11th announcement. Section 6. The Paradox of Digital Optimus. Musk stood on stage and proudly announced Macrohard. He explicitly confirmed xAI's Grok operates as the essential brain. He said it guides Tesla's physical and digital hardware perfectly. He bragged that deep integration is strictly required for success. This single presentation created a massive, unavoidable legal paradox. It severely compromised his entire defense in the Delaware courts. He provided undeniable, publicly recorded proof to the plaintiffs. xAI's core technology is directly applicable to Tesla's roadmap. It is entirely necessary for their future product pipeline. Legal analysts immediately noted the sheer absurdity of this move. Describing xAI as the brain destroys the non-competing argument entirely. It makes it nearly impossible to claim separate corporate domains. If the AI technology is this vital to Tesla's future success, the plaintiffs argue it should have been developed inside Tesla. It should have used Tesla's funds exclusively for Tesla's shareholders. In standard corporate development, a product launch secures your position. In the strange case of Macrohard, success is legally detrimental. The more seamlessly Digital Optimus integrates software and hardware together, the stronger the legal argument becomes for the pension fund lawyers. Every technological breakthrough serves as further evidence of corporate theft. Musk stole a native Tesla capability to enrich himself privately. He turned his own engineering triumphs into literal legal ammunition. He built a brilliant trap and walked right inside it. He recorded himself doing it in front of a live audience. So what is the ultimate penalty if Musk loses this case? Section 7, the final verdict. The remedy sought by the furious plaintiffs is absolutely severe. They are petitioning the Delaware Chancery Court for total corporate surrender. They want to force Musk to disgorge his entire equity stake. They want his xAI ownership transferred directly back to Tesla. If successful, Musk loses independent control of his own laboratory. The $250 billion startup would be subsumed entirely by Tesla. It would belong to the publicly traded automaker he technically controls. This fundamentally destroys his strategy of maintaining private, unchecked control. His quest for artificial general intelligence would be heavily regulated forever. He would have to answer to a board of public directors. Macrohard was supposed to be the absolute pinnacle of automation. It was designed to replace every single white-collar worker on Earth. Instead, it became a masterclass in corporate hubris and legal overreach. Elon Musk tried to build the ultimate everything agent to run businesses. He tried to destroy Microsoft and rewrite the rules of labor. He moved billions of dollars in hardware to make it happen, but by bragging about it before the ink was dry, he may have just automated the complete loss of his own empire.